Hey everybody, it's Nicole from Cause We Love to Scrap. Today I'm going to be using the Nostalgia collection from Craft Consortium, and I'm also going to be playing along with my friends for an acrylic stash busting layout. So this is the photo I'm going to be documenting. It is of me and my hubby when we were out and about. And here are some of the products from the Nostalgia collection that I may or may not be using. And yeah, and then here I'm just going to flip through this beautiful paper pad, and you can see there I'm going to use that paper as my background, and I'm going to use some scraps that I have here. I want to mat my photos, so I'm looking for some beautiful papers to do that, and I use the 6x6 pad to go ahead and mat those. I am going to snap my fingers, but it didn't work this time. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But I'm going to use that whitish color paper at 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then that rose colored paper is 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. And here I decide I want like a little torn piece of paper in the middle of my page. I'm going to go back to this paper that has like a straw-like effect on it. And I'm going to tear it, and then I'm going to cut 2 inches off the edge so it doesn't go all the way across the page. And I'm going to tear it a little bit more because I want it to look like that. And here is where I'm going to go ahead and distress these right over my trash can so that all those little papers get over that. I am just going to use my tape runner to put this little mat together, and I'm going to do it a little wonky. There we go. And then I'm going to distress that larger piece there, and there we go. Now everything is distressed and ready to go. Now I'm going to start building up the embellishments here. I'm going to use this title, which says "Oh Happy Day" from Color Cast Designs. I'm going to put it right there. Let's see what I get next. Oh, I'm going to bring in the rest of this 12 by 12 and fussy cut all the little flower bunches. Then I'm going to bring the photo back over, and I'm going to, first I'm going to get some rose gold mirror card from Craft Consortium. I'm going to cut 1 inch, and I decide I want it a little bit longer, so I am going to cut it so that it goes kind of like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and start, like I said, auditioning pieces. I decide to use 2 of the big clusters around the photo, and then I'm just going to go ahead and use these little tiny pieces around the layout. And I'm going to kind of keep it in a horizontal area. I don't want it to go off the page or, off of that horizontal area. So here I decide I want to switch those 2. And then I decided I wanted to add some stamping. So I'm grabbing this Journal Sentiment stamp from Craft Consortium. I'm going to stamp vertically on this. And I am using one of the new 49 and Market inks to do this. It is a brown ink, and it actually goes perfect with this collection. I'm trying to decide, do I want to move everything to stamp or not? And then I, as you can see, opt for just stamping where it is. And here we are stamping some more. I'm going to stamp 1 more area. There we go. Now my stamping is done. And I will have links to everything that I use in this video so that you can find it all easily. So I do go off camera and I glue everything down. I'm going to add these buttons. I am going to go around and fold up all the leaves and petals of these flowers to give it some nice, good dimension. I'm just loving the way that this is turning out. It is so pretty. I really love this nostalgia collection. It is just so gorgeous. The colors are beautiful. And now what am I doing? Okay, so I'm going to add some white buttons. You can see I already brought those brown buttons in, and I'm going to use them in the two larger floral areas. And then I'm going to use white buttons, one for every little flower area. And then here I am bringing in some more acrylic pieces. I'm going to use this little geotag with a star. It's pink. And then I'm going to bring in some little teal colored hearts that I'm going to place around the page as well. So you can see those are going to go right there. So I'm going to put those away. Now I do go off camera and I glue all of those down. And then I'm going to grab some adhesive pearls from Craft Consortium, and I'm going to add them in clusters of 3 to everywhere that I stamped love. So you can see there, I'm just adding the glue dots. I add glue just in case the stickiness wears off. You never know about stickiness, no matter what brand it is. So I opt to just use some glue anyway. I am going to cut out some of this gluing down just because you can see what I'm doing here. I do use 3 different sizes in my little areas here. This is where I realize my buttons are not down yet, so I'm going to go ahead and glue those down. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and add these little pearls over here. And now that is done, so I'm going to put that away, and I'm going to grab this new Shimmerz paint. It is like a reddish brown color. I thought it would be perfect for this layout, which it is. So I'm going to go ahead and splatter the heck out of this layout, both vertically and horizontally. And I just add as much splatters as I can get away with, which is a lot. So there we go. That's my layout. I will have the close-ups again. I will have all the products listed below, and I am playing along with my friends for Acrylic Stash Busting, so I will have their links down below to check out their videos using acrylics as well. Thank you so much for watching today. Until next time.